Yo, what's up, guys? What up? Welcome to vlog number 30. Thanks for hanging. Just turn off this stuff. Okay. So someone was asking about scales, and that's something I like talking about. So I'm gonna talk about it for a second. So the question was like, I guess, how I think about scales and like how do I go about it. And I'm trying to basically, I guess, map the guitar as much as possible. So wow, this is a very noisy chair. Maybe it just became that. So like if I take, we take like F major. Hopefully we have volume as well. Why not? Oh. Cable should be connected. So if we're taking F major, so I would try to see it in a lot of different ways. So I would, try to see like just having 3 notes per string, so I can start it, from different, starting notes. I would try to see it in different positions, but I would also like try to go deeper into the sound. So like in a sense of like I would like maybe like listen to the F and like sing the scale. So I would go like fa, sol, la, si, do, re, mi, fa. I would often do these exercises with a metronome. So like I would maybe have the metronome at 60 or slower, and then I would just like, I'm sorry, my metronome is on my phone, so I can't really do it right now. But let me just, basically I would do something like that. So fa, sol, and I would just try to like listen to the tension and release. So to really kind of absorb the information from what I'm doing as much as possible, and to kind of be in the moment when I'm practicing, right? Because we're practicing a scale, so it's good to really try to hear it as much as possible, and to like kind of use all our CPU power, all our focus in what we're doing, which is really hard. But if we're already trying to do it and we are spending the time and we are in the room, so let's try our best in that sense. So I would try to kind of zoom in and to hear the sounds. Technically speaking, I would like oftentimes would practice just up and down, like with a click. Again, I might like do some subdivision. So like if I have a aha, so I could start from 1. So like say. I'll play with louder. This is triplets. So basically what I was just doing, I was going and subdividing between 1 to 5. Usually I'll do like 1 to 8. I just stopped because I wanted to talk with you guys. 1 to 8 or 1 to 12, if depends on the tempo. And the idea is like just subdividing the beat. So if again this is this is the click, so we're just gonna subdivide it. I did like one of the vlogs about like that kind of like stuff, but I would do it of course with a scale and just try to get it really tight and see it. I would try to do it all over. So like when I'm playing like a certain subdivision, I would try to get comfortable with it and see it kind of all across the guitar. I mean, I think one of the tricky things with the guitar is to see the repetition on the fingerboard. So you have a piano, you have an octave, and you just see it's the same thing visually. You see the octave, it's again, you see it. And with guitar, it's much more messy, right? So I would try to like see the repetitions and see where things are looking and sounding the same, right? So the same thing with the tries that I kind of like spoke about it a few times. So I'll make a point to like see the repetitions, right? This is F major, and it's the same shape. And I think about the name of the notes as well. So fa la do fa, right? And the fingerings could be different, and of course I would teach myself slowly and carefully different fingerings and then like play it faster and stuff like that. But the point is that I'm trying to see all the repetitions in the guitar, so it's kind of like I see F major, you know, or of course the same thing with F7, F dominant. So I'll be like, okay, let me see it. Right, different from different points, and the idea is I want to be comfortable shifting between different keys and stuff like that. So I think a good starting point would be first like playing really slow. Second, like zooming into the sound, so really trying to listen deep, trying to sing the scale against the tonic. Then playing with the metronome and playing subdivisions, you know, 1 to 8 is a good place to start, and it's great. Again, you can go up and down, or you can also skip, so you can be 1 and then go into 5 and stuff like that. I like thinking about like the Indian syllables, so like I would say, you know, takadimi or tadiki natum, stuff like that in my mind, but you can say like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever is good for you, you know, it doesn't really matter. I like thinking about it. I had a teacher in new school was teaching rhythm. Rory Steer is a great guitar player and teacher, and one of the ways that he was kind of talking about is like the beat is like this like circle. It's like this like thing, and I like that. This is an uncomfortable thing to do with the guitar, but it's like, you know, it's like this kind of thing, and you feel like one. It's like a big one in a way, and you can subdivide that thing and you can divide it in different ways. So you're still there on the beat, but you just like treat it differently, right? And the inside of it is different. And I think the more we're feeling comfortable with the different subdivision, the more options we have. Even like if we're thinking about the 5 thing, right? And again, kind of mapping the scale and practicing, you know, playing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, you know, like on the click, so we can always like accent different things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, right? So we can do different things like that, if that makes sense. And again, going back to the scale and trying to map it, I would also practice you know, taking F and say, okay, you know, doing thirds or different intervals, right? Fourths, fifths. I mean, you can do anything you want, right? 6 octaves, whatever you want. Whatever you want to hear, right? Whatever you want to practice. But I mean, finding things that are, you know, interesting and musical on the scale, and to kind of try to map it out as much as possible. When I practice, oftentimes I would like try to like, again, when I'm playing the click and having a click like happening, usually the metronome and not just me doing something. So I would try like physically to like kind of connect with it. So I don't know if you see, like I'm doing like a little bit, I'm trying just to feel it in my body a little bit, so it's not an external experience, so it's like kind of more internal in a way, or hopefully internalizing that. Yeah. Well, and also I guess hitting the strings a little bit, so I might like do this like, I don't know if you see it, but it's like a little bit of like this thing. high volume, you hear it less. But usually I practice like without an amp, or kind of low volume. So it's like this, like trying to be accurate and hitting the note that you're hearing, even if it's just a scale. Well, these are a few things scale wise that I think about when I practice. And of course, you know, you can practice in the cycle of fourths, fifths, you can do a lot of things, and I do them as well. Yeah, let me know if this is helpful, and if there are cool things that you're doing with scales that are, you know, you want to share. You can just share in the comments, and we can have a little scale discussion and some exchanging some cool scale ideas. Yeah, I think that's it for today. I'll try to see you very, very soon. So thanks for tuning in. And again, please leave a comment. Please, you know, tell me if you need anything or I can help in any way. And thanks again. Bye.